Okay, you can go at any time.
What?
You can go at any time you want.
Go right here on the floor?
No, you can start your story at any point. The credits are over.
There's credits?
Yeah, they were right above your head.
Oh my god! Man, I haven't seen credits since the last time I chewed up all that baby aspirin and mixed it up with turpentine. So yeah, I know Donald Trump.
You know him.
Yeah, I know him really well. Back when I was famous in the 80s, me and the Donald would go out in a stretch limousine and do coke together.
You're saying that you and Donald Trump did coke?
Everybody did coke. I did a lot of coke. I used to have a nose. Anyway, so then Scott Baio had both of his legs right over my shoulders, and he was pushing his tainter right into my face, and I was like, "You may be in charge on that show, Charles, but you're not in charge of me. Now back off, or you're not going to get any of these drugs I just picked up off of that hobo."
You're supposed to be talking about Trump.
Oh, he was watching. With his pants off.
You're supposed to be explaining the Donald Trump presidency.
Oh. He's president now? Okay, now that it's been explained to me that my good coke friend Donald Trump is president at this point, I suppose I should explain how he managed to become president.
Well,
What?
how did Trump become president?
Trump is president? No, I mean, he's a charismatic dude. But I mean, most people know that he just, sucks up to you when you're in the room, and then as soon as you're gone, he talks shit. In fact, he doesn't really seem to have much of an original personality at all. At least when he's sober. I mean, when he'd throw these great big old fancy parties at his mansions, everyone out front would be drinking and chatting and stuff, but the real party would be down in the basement. That's where you took off your suit and you put on some leather. No, all rich Republicans really know how to party. Everyone knows that if you want the highest quality drugs, you don't go to the Democrats, you go to the Republicans. Democrats have things like whole grain, organic pot with no THC, crap like that. Or like home brewed beer. If you want high quality coke or really good prescription medications, you go to the Republicans. They know how to throw a party. Sure, they look sedate up front, but back behind it's almost guaranteed that there's going to be at least 3 naked midgets and 1 really satisfied farm animal. Sometimes I was the farm animal.
So far, you haven't really told us how Trump became president.
How the fuck should I know? I barely know that I'm here right now. But, I'll hazard a guess. Drugs.
How did he use drugs to become president?
Well, I don't know, but I can almost guarantee you he's on some. He probably has prescriptions for like 500 of them. He probably chews Oxycontin by the handful. Have you read any of his tweets? Do they seem like someone who isn't taking drugs? But in all seriousness, I think that he won the vote because the American people are desperate for a change. Any kind of change. And they view both the Republicans and the Democrats as pretty much being corrupt. Do you think Barack Obama got into office because he seemed to look like what people were used to? No. They were used to seeing some white dude. And here comes Barack Obama talking about change, which is what everyone wanted. And so he got into office. Then you have this one where everyone seemed like some sort of frickin' politician that came out of a machine, and Trump was at least different. I don't know if you noticed this or not, but I think people are really close to wanting to tear down all government. And so Trump got in, because it was the least politician-like of politics.
You don't think it had something to do with low voter turnout?
What?
Okay, I could see how some of the things you said kind of make sense. I mean, I think most people are kind of fed up with politics right now.
Boy, They sure are. And it doesn't matter if you're like severely right-wing or you're severely liberal. Everybody wants a change. That's why Bernie Sanders was so popular, and that's why so many people got upset when he didn't get the nomination, and they chose someone like Hillary Clinton. It had less to do that she was a woman, and more to do that she seemed like a political insider.
Even though when it came down to Trump and her,
They chose the outsider.
do you think the Russians had anything to do with it?
Oh shit, are the Russians here? Do you know how many Russian drug lords I owe money to?
So what do you think will be different about the Trump campaign?
I have no idea. I mean, he's basically gonna lie a lot, so he's gonna be like most other politicians, I guess. I think the main difference is that he's going to have a professional hairstylist at the White House, and also, every once in a while he'll be coming out of the bathroom sniffing a lot. You know, like this. Back in the 80s he had a real problem. We called him the sniffster. I hope he hasn't gone back. I really didn't watch anything about the presidential debate. I really hope he's not sniffing, because that's a dead giveaway. So, you promised me a little something. You promised me a little something if I would make this video. Come on. Just show it to me. Oh, man. That looks like real high quality glue.